Hello everyone, welcome to Lion's Den. Tami, welcome to the show.
Hi.
How are you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good, thank you. In this show we bring entrepreneurs from our society who are actually contributing in the society in many ways. Like you help and guide people to their spiritual path and everything. So like that, last time we had another guy who actually claims himself as a doctor for the vehicle.
Oh.
Yeah. So
Awesome.
he was here, and now we have you. So you can tell a little bit about your business. I know you are a psychic medium.
Yep.
So anything pronounce like psychology, it kind of like give a weird feeling to me because of the movie Psycho.
Definitely not psycho.
Right.
A little bit breakdown of what I do is I can use tarot cards, and I can look into your future.
Alright.
I can look into your past. I can pull trauma pieces out of you, and then I can help you to guide you to release them. I do clearing of houses, clearing of energies, and I can also do mediumship, which is talking to loved ones that have passed on.
Wow, that's awesome.
Thank you.
Don't try to look into my past. It's kind of weird. So you already seen that. Oh my god. All right. So as we said, we try to learn from the entrepreneurs, and the first thing we try to explore the lifestyle. Like I was a job holder for like 20 years, and it was like routine 9-to-5 job and weekends, popcorns and movies and everything. What's the difference between these like job holders and entrepreneurs' life?
I think it all depends on the person. I mean, if that's what works for you, that's awesome. But the one downfall I think of entrepreneurship is the fact that we don't really have a timeline or a schedule or anything. You work until the job's done, and you work until you get to those goals that you've made for yourself. So whether that means 12 hours a day, every single day, 7 days a week, or for you, 4 hours a day, 7 days a week. That is a good thing, but it can also be a downfall because we're very busy as entrepreneurs as well.
Right. So you don't have a specific time frame, but there's another good side that if you need some vacation, if you need to go to your family, if you need to stay with your like children and everything, then you don't have to ask anyone.
No, that is definitely a benefit.
I know the path of entrepreneurs is not as smooth as it sounds.
No.
People only see the tip of the iceberg, but there is a lot, under the water. Those are challenges and failures and experiences. So tell us about that.
I would say one of the challenges that every entrepreneur kind of has to face is facing your own fears. Facing the fears of not knowing if you're going to have, like, you don't get that paycheck. You don't get that, every 2 weeks. We don't have that financial security because it's all based on us and how hard we work. So I would say definitely for myself especially, that was something that I had to overcome and realize that, I've been a single mother for a lot of my life with my children. So, I mean, I was used to, going paycheck to paycheck.
Right.
And now it's all back on me. So, I mean, that is one of the fears. But it's been going really well, and I think every entrepreneur, as you set those goals, the money becomes less about the money and more about you as a person and what you're building.
Right, and the challenges also we face from the families. That's also a major challenge. Like when we think about become an entrepreneur, and first obstacle comes from our family that why you are doing it. Like you can go for a job, right?
I think me especially, it's been a little bit more challenging just because of what I do. I mean, my family is more open-minded now, and my parents are, understanding more, and everyone's kind of, because of the spiritual community is coming more out now. I think it's more known what people like me do, but definitely the first couple times I've done this, even in my business presentations, speaking to other peers, speaking to other businesses, they all look at me like I'm crazy. Like, you do what? Well, basically, I see dead people. That's what I do.
That was when you started. But right now, I'm sure now you're successful. They look at you differently.
Yes.
I'm sure about that.
Yeah.
And let's hear some of your success stories, like when you help people, when things are becoming true, when you talk about people, then how they react.
I would definitely say that, like, with my readings and stuff, I've had a lot of leeway. I've hosted wine nights and done over 40 readings all in the same evening. And I know that I change people, and I know that I help them, because part of my process, especially with mediumship, is that you get that last chance to speak to that loved one.
All right.
You get that last chance to, pick up the phone and say what you want to say to them. And I think that helps everyone, because everyone wishes, when you lose someone, that, I wish I could have said something, or I wish there was something if they knew.
Oh, yes.
Well, what I am is I'm a door for you to reconnect with that person and to make sure that they're okay, and maybe say those last few things.
Right.
So I think part of that is a lot of the closure, and it's part of the grieving process, and it's putting an end to that you don't get that closure. You do with me, because you do get to say those last things to that loved one.
We'll take a break now. Welcome back to the show. We'll hear some more exciting stories from Tami Whitehawk. Tami, we heard about your challenges,
Yep.
your success stories, your businesses. What's the future plan like from now on, in next 5 years? Where do you see yourself?
Well, my end goal is definitely television. My end goal would be to have my own network. Just have my own show, and a lot of what that is, and a lot of the reason that I want to do that is to be an advocate for the spiritual community, be an advocate for people like me, and people that believe in this, and people that, are changed because of this. A lot of people, you would say, they call us crazy, they call us freaks, they say it's make-believe. But what I want to do is I want to put it out there that this is real, and we are changing lives whether you like it or not.
So you said you want to start your own channel, like
Yeah.
it's in where?
Well, I guess the beginning would be probably YouTube.
Okay.
And that, just to have my own channel, just to do readings, to give advice to the Saskatoon community, and give advice to people about spiritualism, just to kind of really educate everyone on exactly what it is that I do and what people like me do.
Right. So do you have any plan to start a live show through YouTube channel?
I haven't really thought about it, Saroar.
Okay. We have the technology here. What we can help you, like we can start a live show where you will be hosting. I can be your co-host if needed, and you can do it in this channel live simultaneously. It can go to YouTube, it can go to Facebook at the same time.
Wow.
We have tried this before, and we are confident that we can help you with that, if that helps you to connect more people.
Yeah.
So we'll talk more about your plan.
In the springtime, I'm going to be in Whole Life magazine. I haven't really set a date yet, just because everything's been coming so fast with the website building. And now you're telling me that I'm going to have a YouTube channel, so that too is going to be priority for me. But trade show season is coming up, and I am looking forward to being in all the Saskatoon and surrounding area trade shows. The Psychic Fair, there's a health expo, there's one in Warman. I'm also going to be looking into doing a couple of live shows on stage once I get a little more clientele and a little bit more fan base.
Right. So if you want to say something to your community, this is like your spot. If you want to connect with your community, so what do you want to say?
I would say definitely just the main goal, and the main goal of spiritualism, whether you're into Reiki, or you're into tarot cards, or you're into mediumship, or you're into voodoo, or you're into any of the different spiritual communities, I would say that the one thing that all of us connect on is love. And I would say that right now, with the world going the way it is, that we need love more than ever. So just have an open mind, have an open mind to different people's ideas, because you never know who could help you and who's out there.
True. Like, to me, love is the only religion to me.
Yeah.
I would say. You know, I have also started my own business, like helping entrepreneurs, and that took me like 20 years to start my own business. So there are lots of people who are thinking of starting business, but they are in their comfort zone, or it's too challenging for them to start a business. So for those people, do you want to say something, like any message, any encouraging words or anything?
I would definitely just say that, go and do it. You're never going to know what you could have had in life or what you could have done in your life if you don't take those risks and you don't take those steps. And if you think of some of the greatest people in history, some of the musicians, some of the, Martin Luther King, the people who have really made big impacts, Nipsey Hussle, they made huge impacts in this world. And when they started these things, everybody thought that they were crazy and out of their mind. And nobody believed in them. And look at what they've done. So just think of what you could do if you're willing to take that risk.
Right. Somebody said the biggest barrier is the mindset for entrepreneurs. If they can overcome the mindset, I mean, sky's the limit.
Exactly. And you could really change someone's life with your idea.
And for anything you want to say about the job holders?
I mean, again, like if that's your cup of tea, that's cool. But, I give props to everyone because without those job holders, we wouldn't have the structure that we have with banks and shopping malls and social workers and police officers and firemen. And some of the biggest heroes are 9-to-5 people or 12-to-12 people.
Yeah.
And, that's great for them. But to all my fellow entrepreneurs, I'm proud of them. And I know it takes a lot for us to step out.
Yeah.
So good for you.
That's why I call them lion, and this is the den of lion. It kind of goes with the lion thing,
Yeah, no, it definitely does. I love me some lions.
We are at the end of our show, and I'd like to request you song. That's the way it is. Because at the end we play a song, which is a favorite song of our guest. So you can name it.
It would definitely be "Save Your Scissors" by City and Color.
Cool, excellent choice.
Thank you
Thank
so
you
much,
very much
Saroar.
for being with us.